I think I'm on.
Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. That's why your love keeps on lifting me, keep on lifting me higher and higher. I said your love keeps on, keep on lifting me higher and higher. I said now once I was downhearted, disappointment was my closest friend. But then you came and it soon departed, and you know it never showed its face again. That's why your love keeps on lifting me, keep on lifting me higher and higher, higher. I said your love keeps on, keep on lifting me higher and higher, higher. Oh, I'm so glad I finally found you. You're that one in a million, girl. And when you wrap your loving arms around me, I can stand up and face the world again. That's why your love keeps on lifting me, keep on lifting me higher and higher, higher. I said your love keeps on lifting me higher and higher, higher. Keeps on lifting me, keep on lifting me higher and higher, higher. Keeps on lifting me, keep on lifting me higher and higher, higher.
Oh my gosh, it's just the best group ever. I tell you, wow. Oh my gosh. I wake in the morning on Sunday morning and I go, oh my gosh, I get to go to the most innovative, electrifying, energetic, amazing spiritual campus in the world. Oh, me. And even the dogs start dancing. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. What a blessing this place has been in my life. And I can only imagine in your life to be immersed in a place where there's no shame and no guilt. You get to be who you are, even if you don't know what that is. You get to be what you don't know. And it is just fine, right? Oh my gosh. Woo. Please join me as we stand and state our great invocation. We are now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. We acknowledge thy presence and thy power. O blessed Spirit, in thy divine wisdom, now erase our mortal limitations, and from thy pure substance of love, bring into manifestation our world according to thy perfect law. Don't get caught up in, well, 2021 is going to be a whole lot different for me. Today can be a whole lot different for you if that's what you want. You don't have to wait to a moment or a space. You can claim it right here and right now. It's not the 2021 that's going to be different, excuse me. It's going to be you that is different. And so step into that. We want to welcome our online viewers. It's so great to see all of you. And please like our Facebook page and share with all your family and your friends. And while you're on Facebook, look at all the activities that we have. And this is a week of them. And Reverend Kimberly will tell you with all her enthusiasm all of our various activities. But don't forget to go to firstunity.org. You're going to be very surprised when you go there because, oh my gosh, we have a brand new website. It's a brand new day at First Unity. We didn't feel the need to wait to 2021. We bring it on right now. You can watch us also on YouTube. You can start a watch party as well as Facebook and IGTV. We're a growing presence around the world. And this week we were watched in 45 countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, Bhutan, Morocco, and Grenada. We're also watched all over the United States, from Texas to Oregon, and all in between. And of course, our beloved home we call Florida. In other words, if you're going to heaven, you must go through and live at St. Petersburg. You might have to think about that a minute. Anyway, we welcome all of you with illy.org, and we're just so glad that you're part of our consciousness as we are developing leaders in the world rather than followers. Here at First Unity, we honor artists, healers, seekers, and activists.
Keeps on lifting me, keep on lifting me higher, higher.
There's the giving of love, and there's often the act of giving a love also through financial support.
You love your spiritual community and you show it in a myriad of ways. One of the top ways to support your spiritual campus during the time when our doors are closed but our hearts are open, we continue our operations through your continued financial support and love offerings. And the easiest way to do that is using Text to Give, and we are forever grateful for your support.
You looked inside my fantasies and made each one come true. That's something no one else has ever found a way to do. I've kept my memories one by one since I let love in, and I know I'll never love this way again. Looking back at yesterday, I won't turn my head in sorrow, 'cause you'll never go away. I'll stand here and remember just how good it's been, and I know I'll never love this way again. Hold on.
And now's the time for Advent. I don't know about you, but I have thoroughly, for some reason, I have so enjoyed the consciousness of Advent this year, more than I ever have. And maybe I've brought it deeper inside myself. I really don't know. It's not my time to tell my story. I'll save that for later. But it's been extremely moving. And we think about today the power of love. We think about the fact that the universe thought so much of us to create us. And everything else, we have free will and choice. And as we are co-creating, we want to come from a space of that inner power, that we are always loved. We are expressing God, because there's a saying that Fillmore said about, it's not that God loves us, it's that we are God's love coming through us. And so that is extremely powerful and brings such energy to our lives. And that's my Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, solstice wish and knowing for all of you this year is that you will know how deep you are really loved. Because until you know that, so much will just go over your head and miss your heart. I know that you are totally loved. Hold that. And as you light the candle in your home, I would like for you to start your day knowing and giving thanks for all the ways that you are loved until the end of the year. And I know you're already doing a project about joy, but that's okay. You can handle two. I believe in you. Bless you. And now, speaking of love, blessed love, Reverend Ron Flournoy.
Thank you. Love is my favorite Advent. Love is my favorite everything. Yeah? You ever looked up quotes of love? You find a few of them, millions. Try Googling. You know, my favorite is, one of my favorites is by Rooney, when he says that love is your bridge. Love is your bridge to everything. My other favorite quote is from our own Reverend Dr. Temple Hayes, who says that love activates life. Love activates life. And when we think about that, we understand that love, our life that is, and then we have this everything else that we want to add to it. And when we love that out there, we bring it in here by putting our attention on it. And the other authority on love that I want to quote is the Beatles. In the summer of love, 1967, John Lennon wrote a song called All You Need Is Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. Love is all you need. That was the whole song. There was nothing else. And nobody knows that John Lennon was a student and a disciple of Rooney. He understood that he got this from Rooney. It was his statement. All you need is love. And he understood that by singing that, it changed the world. All you need is love. Later, he wrote Imagine. But, you know, this past Wednesday, I had a board meeting for a company that I am the managing member. It's got a bunch of tigers and lions and lionesses. They're great people, powerful people. They run hotel chains nationally. They run restaurants. They run shopping centers. But they are entangled together, you know. And I need unity. I need them to come together with that strength that we know is unity. And so I go quiet. I go in my silent place. I'm listening for... I hear the song. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. So that becomes my strategy. I missed a minister's meeting that I love to have this, and I wanted to love it. So I went into this meeting. My entire strategy was just to love everybody, to love everything that they said. Every time they said something, I love how you bring that strength into this meeting. I love the balance that you bring here. I love everything. We started out with these lions and tigers, and you could just feel this meeting shift. So an hour and a half, 2 hours later at the end of this meeting, we had a love feast. I got emails from all of these lions and tigers saying, wow, I want to have another board meeting. No. Love is all you need. You know, and to quote and to finish with Ernest Holmes, my favorite, Science of Mind. Ernest Holmes says that when we reach the point where the only thing that comes forth from us is that which we would love to have returned to us, then we have just stepped into heaven. I don't know about heaven later and after the transition. I want my heaven now. I want to live in heaven now. And I learned this week, all you need is love. In fact, love is all you need.
All right, hook an arm with somebody and let's get on that love train. Because all we need is love. All the world, join hands, start a love train. Love train. All the world, join hands, start a love train. Love train. The next stop that we make will be in England. Woo! Tell all the folks in Russia and China too. Don't you know that it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding, riding on through. Whoa! All over the world, everybody, join hands. You don't need no money. Start a love train, love train. All over the world, you don't need no join hands. Start a love train, love train. All of your brothers over in Africa. Tell all the folks in Egypt and Israel too. Please don't miss this train at the station. 'Cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. Hey, people all over the world, everybody, join hands. Start the love train. Start a love train. Woo! Love train. People all over the world, everybody, join hands. Join the love train. Start a love train. Come on, let it ride. Ride. Let it ride. Come on, boy. Let it ride. Yeah, let it ride. Woo! Hey! People all over the world, everybody, join hands. Join the love train. Join the love train. People all over the world, spread the love. Join hands. Everywhere you go. Woo! On the love train. People all over the world, everybody, join hands. Join the love train. The love train. People all over the world, everybody, join hands. Grab your sister and brother. Ride. Ride the love train. People all over the world, everybody, join the love train. Love train. Love train. Woo! Join hands. Start a love train. Love train. Woo! Join the love train.
Yes. As we walk into the presence, as we get on that love train, as we feel that presence of God, as we prepare ourselves to speak affirmatively to our divine, loving God. Allow yourself to feel your heart, go to your heart space, and allow that gentle part of who you are to open up this moment now and speak softly the truth to yourself, or speak it with joy and sing it, knowing that we step into, whenever we decide to step into the presence and power, it's already there. We just realize it. Infinite Spirit, God. We know that there is only one power, one presence, one love. There's only one love. And in this moment right now, I allow myself to be completely immersed in the love of divine spirit, in the truth, the knowingness, the well-being. So in this moment, what your heart desire is my heart's desire. I place it in the hands of Infinite Spirit, knowing that when I place it there, it's already done. When I speak the word for you, I'm speaking it for me. When you speak it for me, when you speak it for me, you're speaking it for yourself. That one energy, one power. As we, this Christmas season, this holiday season, as we open our heart, knowing that we can love each other, let's pray together affirmatively. Infinite Spirit, divine loving God, thank you already for the blessings for each person on this planet. Thank you for the love on Mother Earth. Thank you as I see that love radiating and touching each and every person, each and every country. Just take that in for a minute and feel that light and love radiating, knowing that we together can step on that bridge to everything. And everything is that love. So as we pray this prayer this Christmas, knowing that the well-being, the peace, the joy, the help, the love is there already for each person. We say, thank you, Infinite Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen.
Of love, love, love. There's spiritual love, then there's love of humanity, one to another. Then there's worship. God, I love you more than anything. I lift my hands in total adoration unto you. You reign upon my throne, for you are God and God alone. Because of you, my cloudy days are gone, and I can sing to you this song. I just want to say that I love you more than anything. I lift my hands in total adoration unto you. Oh, you reign upon my throne, for you are God and God alone. Because of you, my cloudy days are gone, and I can sing to you this song. I just want to say that I love you more than anything. 'Cause you love me in your arms. You are my shelter from the storm. When all my friends are gone, you were right there all alone. I've never known a love like this before. And I just want to say that I love you more than anything. Oh, I love your presence. I worship and adore you. I just want to tell you that I love you more than anything. Oh God, help me out. I love your spirit. I worship and adore. I just want to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, that I love you more than anything. Yeah, I love your presence. I worship and adore you. From the bottom of my heart, I wanna say, God, I love you. I love being in the presence. I love you. I love your spirit. I love to be in spirit. I worship and adore you. Just wanna tell you that I love, 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 that I love you. Oh yeah, I love you. There's nothing in this life that I love more than your presence, that I love more than being in the spirit. I love you, God. God, I love you. More than anything this life could bring. I love you. I love you. I love you. God, I love
Oh my goodness. Wanda Nero Butler and the voices, they sure make God look good, right? Oh my gosh. What a blessing. I've always loved the story of the investment banker that he's in a small town in Mexico and he sees a fisherman side of the bank there, and he walks over and introduces himself, and he says, so, what do you do for a living? And the guy says, well, I'm a fisherman. He said, well, did you know that you could get some more people to help you, and, and then you could get some new boats, and you could do all kind of things. And the guy says, well, I kind of enjoy my life, now. I kind of take it easy. I catch a few fish. I sell a few fish. I go home with my beloved wife in the afternoon and take a siesta. And then at night, I go drink a little wine and go play in the band. Life's pretty good. He said, yeah, but if you got, more of these ships and boats, he said, then after that, you could have a cannery. And he said, and then you could produce your own, and you would make a lot of money. And then over the years, you would be able to sell your company. You could go public, and then you would have millions. And the guy said, well, what would I be able to do then? He said, well, you'd be able to sit on the bank and fish, and you'd be able to go home in the afternoon and, enjoy a siesta with your wife. And at night, you could go and you could play in the band. I love that story, and that's been kind of a driving story, I think, throughout the course of many years in my life, joining in the climbing the ladder, never really questioning where the ladder was going to wind up, but it had to be a ladder and it had to be going somewhere. It's okay to want to be somewhere. It's okay to add to your idea of love and for you to feel a vision that's being pulled from you, okay? That is beautiful and it's appropriate, and we are always emerging into something. The secret and the key, though, is being able to love where you are. The secret is to be able to immerse yourself with exactly where you're at right now. In my early days of ministry, when I was still needing, parental guidance, I would attract members of the community that they would criticize just about everything that we did. And they'd send me a little love note at the end of the service about all the things we did wrong. And I used to just take it to heart, like, oh my gosh, and didn't you enjoy this and that and this? And I would take it to heart until I realized how convenient for them that they came here with this critical mindset, and it protected them from feeling, it protected them from revealing, because they're too busy looking outside of somebody else's lane. Do you understand that? And so it's like that space within your life, because it's the same with you. If you're showing up with your family events this week and you're critical, or you thought you were somewhere else, or due to the lack of travel, you're not where you thought you were going to be, you're missing out from feeling what could reveal, from feeling what could heal, from feeling a different awareness of what is possible in your life. When you say something's missing, here's your answer. Are you ready for it? When you say something's missing, here's your answer. Are you ready for it? Yes. You are. You are. And often people, they say they want a bigger job, they want a greater opportunity, they want newer experiences to come their way, and they cheat the moment that they're in. They want a new car, this new fancy car, while at the same time they kick their car, they don't get it washed, they don't replace the parts that fall off because they're waiting over there. You understand? Consciousness is consciousness, and you may think you're cheating it, but it's cheating you. You understand that? If you're working for a company and you're stealing paper clips and you're stealing photocopy paper and you're stealing and robbing that company from working the hours that you're paid for, don't anticipate that you're going to get a call from a Fortune 500 company offering you something because you're cheating yourself of being where you're at. Does that resonate with you? So you put yourself fully into where you are as if this is all there is. And in that moment, it is all that is. You see, metaphysically speaking, it's very important, like the Hebrew tradition that talks about the prophet Jeremiah. Jeremiah loved spirituality and loved God. And Jeremiah at one time had a dream. And God said to Jeremiah, I have placed it upon my people's hearts. I have placed a law upon their heart to remind them that I am their God and they are my people. First of all, it's in the heart where love has the power. But I think it's even more significant metaphysically because it's love and law. And really, that's what I talk about every week that I'm up here, just aiming to say it a little bit different to keep you interested. But at the end of the day, it's the mastering of love and law and how it is working in your life. And if you are lacking in totally loving yourself, you are lacking in totally understanding the law. Because the signs are coming, the doors are opening, but they can just go right over your head. Do you understand that? When something in your life isn't working, it's because a greater love manifestation, it's on its way to you. But if you don't have that part of you settled with the concept of love, then it's going to go right over your head. So it's important to have both. I love the story about the neighbor that she looks out one day working in the yard, and this older dog comes up on the property, and when she goes in the house, it follows her. And in a minute, she looks over, and there's the dog just over in the hall, sound asleep. In about an hour, he asked her to, open the door and goes about his way. And the next day, comes back and does kind of the same thing. And so she puts a little note on his collar. I want you to know, wherever this dog belongs, that your dog is coming here every day and sleeping here in the house, and wanted you to be aware of it. So the next day, the dog comes back with a note on the collar that says, this dog lives with 6 children. 2 are under 3 years old. He needs sleep, and he's tired, and could I come back with him tomorrow? Love is about being comfortable with yourself. And when you're comfortable with yourself, the spaces and the culture that you are a part of, you're comfortable with that too. Because you start to understand the energy of being immersed by the presence. Years ago, I was known to be someone that was like revved up to go to what's next? What's next? This is boring. I'm bored with this. Let's go to this next thing. Let's go to this next thing. So trust me, I really know what I'm talking about in this message because I am a living example of this space. But I went on a spirit journey, and I was asking Great Spirit to reveal to me some greater truth. And so when I went in the underworld of meditation, it was different than it had ever been. And I started swirling in my mind. I was swirling, let's say, in like an upper world. And there were crystals and there was light and it was so bright. It was just like, oh my gosh. And in a moment, it was almost like a parade float came forward. And it was Jesus with all these animals and all these children and all these people. And Jesus looked right at me and said, do the work. The path is straight. Do the work. The path is straight. And I gift you with that today because when you're thinking something ought to be different, when you're wondering this and that about it, and you're wanting to be in the way of it and shapeshift it, you're already forgetting that you're to do your inner work because the path is straight. Your soul path is not confused. Do you understand that? Your soul path agreed to come here. You were sent. You were born to be you. And you get the opportunity to be in school, to learn how to do that better every day of your life. But the path is straight. There's no wrong turn. There's no almost turn. There's no skip a turn. There's no missing out on something. There's no life of regrets because your path is straight. It's claiming that space about your path. Do you understand the distinction? I love that Reverend Ron and I, we tend to mention Ernest Holmes on the same day. And one of my favorite sayings, I say it in front of our community at least 3 times a year because I think I need it. But it's about my own shall come to me. From far and near, my own shall come to me. Even now it's coming to me and I receive it. My own, I see it, I'm manifesting it, it is mine for the taking. And I love when it says, even I cannot keep my good from myself. Even I can't be in the way of receiving my good. Yes? I cannot. The beautiful, touching story was of a young man that his father was very wealthy, and he had been eyeing this fancy sports car, and he knew this is what he really wanted, and he told his dad that he wanted this beautiful car and for his Christmas. And so Christmas time comes, and he goes to visit his dad. He was away at college, and his dad hands him this small present. And he says, oh, what is this? And Dad says, open it. He's so excited. Oh, please open it. Just open it. And he opens it up, and it's a Bible inlaid with gold with the son's name on it. And he went, you got me a Bible? You got me a Bible? And he threw the Bible down on the floor. And he said, I'm over it. And he went out the door. Years went by. Years went by. He never saw his dad again. And he gets notified that his dad has died. The funeral home called him. And he goes back to his father's house and he sees this package. It's still there on his dad's desk. And he starts to weep because of so many things that he has felt and so many things that he has witnessed. And he picks the book up and he opens it. And when he does, a key falls out and the business card to the very dealership. And he said, and the card said, "Congratulations, son. Here's your new car." A moment missed. A moment not seen, for he was missing. For he was too quick to assume that the gift of his father was not what he wanted. And in our humanity, we are so quick to assume that the gift of our Father, our Creator, our God, our Lord, our law is not what we had in mind. And we're so quick to toss it and throw it and discount it without really seeing it through and opening the true package of what it is unraveling before us, you see. And so it's delving into that and delving into the gifts that you have and look at how you're not wasting them and tossing them away, but how you are saying to the universe, I am here to use those gifts. I am ready to use the gifts I have. I am ready to be the gift that I am. I'm ready to unwrap myself and step into this awareness of magic and good, of that connection, of that beingness, and to remember that my biggest assignment is to remember that I am loved. I love it when people are hanging out, they're talking about, oh, we're a new thought, we're unconditional, we're inclusive, and we're so diverse, and we're so all this and a slice of vegan cheese, we're just so unconditional loving. And then on the way to the car, you beat yourself up. And then when you get home, you start gossiping about somebody. Oh yeah, the concept is good, but how are we living it? How are we really unveiling it? How are we experiencing it? Are we shining our light? Are we shining drama trauma? What are we expressing? Do you resonate with what I'm saying? Because they're telling me I've got a few more minutes and I've got a few things that I can pull out. But it's so true, because that's, to me, it's like I'm so glad at the end of my life that if I am speaking, and those final moments of my deathbed, because you don't know, but if I am speaking, I can't imagine being quiet, but if I am speaking, whomever is there, I'm going to say, I am so glad that I figured it out. I figured it out that I was loved. I figured it out that something loved me so much to birth me so I could continue to birth myself from the concept of love. That is the secret. Because until you know you're loved, it's even lofty to say you just want to learn how to be. Because if you don't love yourself, there is no being. Because you're doing something so you'll be loved. You're fixing something so you can accept who you are. So love comes first, and then the power of learning how to be. You with me? It occurred to me yesterday, it's like, stop making excuses or you will become one. Stop making excuses or you will become one. I don't want to miss out on you. I don't want to miss out on who you are. I don't want to miss out on the reason that you were born here on this earth. And I love celebrating in a traditional solstice, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa kind of way. I love joining the world and celebrating that on a time in the world a Christ was born. And all that is really beautiful to me. And I don't miss that for a minute. I think what's important, though, is that the sacred story, that we use it for ourselves. Otherwise, it's just a story until it becomes your story. That's what matters to me, is your birthing and my birthing, that Christ light soars and raises the vibration on this planet. We have plenty to focus on as we're singing a song, Let There Be Peace on Earth, and let it begin with me. We have plenty to focus on, you see. And so that's the birthing. It's how you are being born. Being born. There's a Hindu story about a devotee of Krishna that he's telling some of the village people. He says, Krishna is real. And they're really doubting that Krishna exists. And he says, Krishna is real. I can take this cow and I can tell Krishna to make the cow, the dead cow, come back to life. And they kind of look around. He said, give me 3 days, but I'll pray to Krishna and that cow will come back to life. So the devotee sweated and agonized and prayed unceasingly for this cow to rise again. Well, the cow did. The cow came back to life and everybody became a believer in Krishna. And so then the devotee, he went back and he said to Krishna, he said, why did you put me through that? Why did you do that? I've been praying and praying and praying and praying, and now it finally happened. Why did it take you so long? And Krishna said, you're the one that said it would take 3 days. What are you saying? When is your now? When is your moment for the light to be birthed within you? On behalf of our staff and board of trustees and all of our spiritual leaders and all the people that give to this amazing place, we are so grateful. And we are sending our love to you wherever you are. Know within your heart and soul that you are loved, you are original, and no one can ever replace you. God bless you.
Wow, take a deep breath in. Wow, so many things were stirring in my spirit as Reverend Temple was sharing from her heart. And I'm sure it was you as well. But I was thinking about the birth of the baby Jesus and the vision of the North Star that led the three men to the stable. That star is the same star that is leading you to the awakening of the Christ consciousness within you. Every great prophet through the history of time has been teaching about the star. Whether it be Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, it's about the star, the light of God within you. And really the Christmas season is all about the awakening of the Christ consciousness within you. Take a deep breath. Exhale. I'd like to take the time also to thank our lovely Alan and Lynn Armstrong for our wonderful decoration. Got a little standing ovation there. If you loved ones are watching from home, we know that we love you. We also, too, will reach out our hands in spirit to Alan, for he's going through some things, but we know that God has a bigger plan. And I'll say that with all reverence. Whew. This message today really kind of tickled my soul, tickled my spirit, and I'm kind of together there. You may be asking what you can do for the end of the year. I ask you, if you have not given to this campus, that's the time to give to this campus. And talking about a tax thing, because I'm a businessman, if you need that year-end tax deduction to give to a nonprofit, what better place to give than to your spiritual campus? And if you've not done that, you can text to give that offering. You can write a check and mail it in. You can drop it off at the office. All kinds of ways. You can also give now on our new website, because some of you may be watching. Yay, that's a happy dance. Watching on our new website. Don't you love it? It's so easy. It flows so nicely. Whew. And let's see. I'll say thank you for being with us. We love you.
Hail your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You say it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. You want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Yes, we will. Put a little love in your heart every day. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Yes, we will. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your
Christmas Eve to Williams Park for the Christmas Candlelight Spectacular.
What time is that, Reverend Kimberly? And what do we need to bring?
So our Christmas Eve spectacular is at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve, 12/24, this Thursday night, our Christmas Eve spectacular, and it is spectacular. We will be honoring Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, winter solstice and Yule, and Christmas, and even Festivus from the stage at Williams Park. So join us. Come early. Bring your lawn chairs and your blankets. It's going to be a perfect space to social distance and yet come together. All of St. Petersburg and Tampa Bay, we invite you to come together
in Williams Park. Come early because Judy Stanko of Spice Routes Cafe will be serving stew, cookies, and hot apple cider. Starting at 5 o'clock, get your spot so that you have a wonderful seat to enjoy the Christmas Eve Spectacular, because it truly is spectacular. Along with our First Unity Voices and Reverend Dr. Temple Hayes, Reverend Richard Boggs, Reverend Christy Hardwick, myself, we also have coming a beautiful dancer, Charlotte Johnson. We have Alex Harris coming to sing. We have Butch Thomas coming to play saxophone and Armando coming to play the keyboards with our First Unity Band. So it is going to be a spectacular, and you really don't want to miss it. So come and enjoy it. We also want you to know that although our doors are closed here on campus, our hearts are still wide open. And we have a spiritual and emotional well-being ministry with Tim Alderman and Natasha Pierre. You can go to our website. Right there on the home page, there's a button you can click on to get their contact information if you need that heartfelt outreach. So come and take a look at the new website. Winter solstice is tomorrow, December 21st. We're going to have a live stream right here from the sanctuary. Myself and Reverend Dr. Aileen Curtin will be bringing the winter solstice message for you. Our First Unity Voices and First Unity dancers are joining in. And also, it's the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. And this time, what a grand conjunction it is, because they are coming together at 0 degrees. The most notable time that conjunction happened at 0 degrees was with the birth of Jesus, and they called it the Star of Bethlehem. The last time it happened was about 800 years ago, so I'm going to guess it hasn't happened in your lifetime. So you want to go out after that winter solstice and take a look at the heavens and see that Star of Bethlehem, which is actually Jupiter and Saturn appearing together in our night sky. It's going to be such an amazing energy for the winter solstice that you really do not want to miss it. You want to be present for every second of it. Right. Then after the service tomorrow night, we have a class, Reversing the Effects of Trauma in Your Life. It's a Zoom class, so go ahead and get registered for that. Then on January the 3rd, we are going to be back in Williams Park for our Burning Bowl service on Sunday at 11:30. So, as Reverend Richard said, and spiritually speaking this morning, any issues you're having with anybody over the Christmas week holidays, go ahead and start writing your notes down and bring them on in, and you can burn them in the burning bowl on January 3rd and start 2021. As Reverend Dr. Temple has said, don't leave yourself out. Bring yourself in. And we do have a new website. Our website is brand new, and some of you may have accidentally found it and watched the service from our website. Because anytime we live stream from this day forward, it will take over our homepage on the website. You don't have to worry about finding it on Facebook or finding it on YouTube. It'll be right there at firstunity.org. So go take a look, browse through our new website. Let us know what you think, because it is so beautiful. And now, I want to bring Wanda Nero Butler over here, because at home, I know y'all are missing this. Y'all are missing this as much as anything. You just got to take a look at these shoes. So see, yes, I know you've been missing that. I know you have.
Way to go, Reverend Kimberly. Yeah, we don't want you missing a thing, that's for sure. Wow, become more powerful every day, aren't we? Oh my gosh, we want to just thank with all of our hearts the media team, the band, the Unity Voices, the leadership of the Voices, and all of the people who love and support us. We are just so grateful. We are so grateful for you. And now let us state our Unity prayer. I know. don't do that. Hold on. Hold on. It's okay. We got to sing the peace song. I mean, give somebody a cup of coffee and watch them go. Okay, let's do that. Everybody's looking at me like, I got it. I love it. It's not making a mistake. It's how you recover from it. Let's sing the peace song.
Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Now there is peace on earth. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has
And peace begins right here and right now. Let us affirm together our unity prayer. Really. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. For God is amazing.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is amazing.
God bless you, everyone.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.